just for sake of example, my purchase price was 100 grand, and the hard money lender said they would bring in 80. I need 20, so now there's a $20,000 spread. You're saying I need $20,000 to bring to the table, and I don't want to use my own $20,000. I want to use private money. I want to use somebody else's who wants a return, right? So what you do is this hard. So there's two different things. Remember I said at the closing, there's the mortgage and then the promissory note. So here's the mortgage. This gets recorded. This is like all the agreements of the loan, and that allows somebody to go foreclose on the property. So we did this deal with no money out of our pocket. So our lender came in, he lent us the rehab plus the purchase price, 100% for both. But he needs to be secured against the property so that if in any event, I fell off the face of the earth, he could come back in and get the property back. So he needs that mortgage statement right there, that pretty much, not the mortgage statement, the mortgage itself. It's called the mortgage. It's either a mortgage or a deed of trust, depending on what state you're in. In Massachusetts, it's a mortgage. So that's all the terms of the mortgage and stuff like that. And that's what he can use to foreclose if he ever needed to do. Knock on wood.
And your transactional coordinator does that.
Nope, the attorneys actually draft all that. So here's what happens. I talk to my private money lender. I say, hey, we have this deal going on. I need $320,000 in order to get the deal done. Do you want to hop in on the deal? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. So then I talk to the attorney after me and my private lender hash out the terms, like what interest rate we're going to do and all that type of stuff. And I send all those terms over to the attorney, and the attorney drafts up the mortgage and the promissory note. So the promissory note is all the terms of the loan, like when it's being paid out, how much it is, the interest rate, all that type of stuff. So here's the promissory note.
And is the lender in first or second position?
So the lender for this deal, he's the only lender on it, so he's in first position. So there's no other loan on the property. There's no existing mortgage or anything like that.
And is there any way if they lend you money for you to still be in first position or not?
For me?
Yeah.
I don't have a loan on the house, like me personally. You know what I mean? Like you only get in a position when you have a loan on the house.
So since they're the ones who's loaning their first position.
Their first position. First position just means who is supposed to be paid out first, second, third, fourth, whatever. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
First, obviously, is first priority. So in the event I fell off the face of the earth, or whoever was doing the deal, the person that owns the piece of property, they fell off the face of the earth, the first position lien holder is the first lien that can go in and foreclose on a property.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? And they're the first people that are paid out, no matter what.
Right. Random questions, not to get off topic, but I told a hard money lender once that I knew, a family friend. She said, okay, if you bring this much, I can fund this much. And I told her that I was going to use private money to bring, and she said no, because she didn't want anyone in second position. Mm-hmm. Do you put them in second position if they're a private money lender?
So here's what we do in order to, well, yeah, here's what you do in order. So you're saying, hey, just for sake of example, my purchase price was 100 grand, and the hard money lender said they would bring in 80. I need 20. So now there's a $20,000 spread. You're saying I need $20,000 to bring to the table, and I don't want to use my own $20,000. I want to use private money. I want to use somebody else's who wants a return, right? So what you do is this hard money lender, he needs to see you come up with this 20 grand in order to close out the loan. In order to satisfy the loan, this 20 grand has to be brought to the table, or else the deal doesn't get done. But this hard money lender has some things in his mortgage and in his promissory notes that state, in their paperwork, that state there's no other lien holder that can be on this property. I'm the only lien holder. You see what I mean? So what you have to do is you have to close on it, right? Could be either with your own cash, or you have this private lender bring this money to the table for the closing. And then 3 days later, or a couple days later, or whatever, you then have this lender get their promissory note and mortgage recorded.
But okay, so that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect. Thank you.
So that's hard money. That's how you get away with not bringing any money to the table with your hard
Right.
money lender. Some hard money lenders, if you have a relationship with them, they'll just fund the whole entire thing. They'll just say, "Hey, here's
Right.
100% of the purchase price. Here's 100% of the rehab." But
Because they know you perform.
exactly, right?